What's going on, guys? Destrie here from DestrieMonis.com, where I empower creative entrepreneurs to use simple online marketing moves in order to create a freestyle lifestyle. So today I have Mr. Jonny Juicer on the line with us, hailing all the way from Los Angeles. And if you guys don't know who Jonny Juicer is, he is an Instagram influencer, a health coach, a speaker, and he actually created a personal brand around the vegan lifestyle and eating raw foods and juicing. So even Noah, his dog, has a personal brand, and I found that brilliant, man. It's just brilliant marketing. And he actually, and Noah, the vegan, actually has more followers than I do. And I'm like, damn it, how the heck did Noah get so many followers? Like, I literally just created, past the 1K mark recently, and I'm like, dang it, he has 46. What the heck? So welcome, Jonny. Welcome to a freestyle session with me today, man. And yeah, welcome, man. I'm happy to have you on here.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man. This is awesome. I love sharing and spreading positive message in my story whenever I can.
Absolutely, man. So actually, let's talk a little bit about, let's just dive right into it, man. So before you became the social media sensation that you are today, tell us a little bit about your background in the employee world.
Okay. So when I got out of high school, I went to college. I went to a junior college. Didn't really have no direction. I was just taking all my basic courses, and I fell into FedEx. I worked at Federal Express. I was a part-time handler for about a year, and then I got promoted to a driver. So I was a courier for 11 years. So I worked at FedEx for a total of 12 years. And during that time, I mean, besides the back, because I think it all goes hand in hand, I was pretty sick for most of my life. I suffered from IBS. I was lactose intolerant. I had chronic migraines from like a very young age. So during that time, I was, my diet was terrible. I was medicated, and, I was just doing just a random job because it paid decent and it had good benefits and, pension and all that stuff, 401k. And during that time, I also went out partying a lot and just had no direction in life. And what happened was I, one day just found a documentary that totally, like, a light bulb went off. And it was a documentary called Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. And it was basically about an Australian man who came to America and juiced his way to health. And I had tried everything. I tried all types of different fad diets, and nothing was really working. But to me, this made sense because I wasn't eating no fruits and vegetables. I come from an Italian background. I was eating a lot of pasta bread, a lot of fast food. I was going out partying, so I would eat like McDonald's at midnight. And it was just like this downward spiral I was living in. And I felt like everything that I was eating, it was like cause and effect. It was causing my problems. And then I had to take pills for this. And then, I had no clarity, mental clarity on what my mission was in life. So basically what had happened was I saw this documentary. I have a very extreme personality. I went out and bought a juicer the next day, started juicing every day. And slowly but surely, I just started educating myself on nutrition. And while I was at work, I would drive for FedEx. I would listen to podcasts and YouTube videos and, nutrition courses. And in a nutshell, I basically empowered myself and gained clarity and healed myself through all these changes. And where I'm medication free now, I've lost over 70 pounds and feel better than I ever have at 37 than I did in my 20s or teens. Like, I never knew my body can feel this way. So
I saw that transformational photo that you had, man, of when you were, overweight and when you are now. I'm like, damn, that's been such a huge transformation. It's insane.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, I didn't think I was overweight at that time. I mean, and to most, people, that's not overweight, because our perception of, America is different now, but we do have an obesity epidemic as well as a disease epidemic. And to be able to do that and to live a lifestyle now to where I can just eat all I want and, I don't get sick, I don't gain weight, I feel good every day, and it helps me to, pursue my mission and passion, which is spreading health and, empowering people to, become their greatest version.
I love that, man. So how did you actually make that transition from FedEx driver and into the entrepreneurship world?
Yeah, so basically the last 2 years I was at FedEx was when I started having this awakening. Everything started changing. I started feeling good. I was doing a lot of fasting. I was learning about this stuff and just doing it hands-on. I wasn't going to somebody. I was just doing it myself. So it was like self-experience, and I was just so many drastic changes. I stopped partying, and I got on Instagram, had just started around that time. So what had happened, because I've been on Instagram, I think it's been since 2012. When it first came out, I started. And when you change anything in life, I think you can agree, people are kind of resistant to it. You know, I used to work at FedEx, and I would bring juices to work. I'd be like, man, you have to try these juices. And they thought I was crazy. They're like, dude, get out of here. You're just on one of those fad diets, or, you know, stop drinking the swamp drink. You know, you want a piece of pizza. And you know, it was like always hitting a brick wall. You know, you're trying to tell people this can help you, this can help you. But what I learned was, instead I used all that to channel it into my Instagram and to connect with people that way. And at the time, it was very easy to connect with people and put my message out there. And it literally started with it was as a juicing page. It was just Jonny Juicer, and it was just juice recipes, juicing inspiration. I kept posting like before and after pics, like things to help inspire people that, hey, this can help you lose weight. It can help you change your palate so you start eating foods that you're supposed to be eating. And how it really blew up was when I started incorporating my dog, because I just put my dog in like a juicing video one day, and then he was drinking the juice because, like you said, he's vegan. And it just blew up, man. Like I had like a Animal Planet Espanol channel repost me, a Food Network page repost me. I mean, these pages with like over 1 million followers were reposting me. And I was just like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, people like dogs. I'm going to keep doing this. So, and my videos in the beginning were very like lame and short, and you know, and they were only 15-second videos at the time. They weren't allowing 1-minute videos. So it was very unique that I was able to gain that during that time. But now, you know, you get 1 minute, and I've kind of advanced all my camera equipment and my editing to, but it all is together. It's not like I'm just making videos of my dog. I try to post a recipe. I try to post good, positive vibes, benefits to the foods or the juicing or raw foods or whatever. So every video has a message, you know, to help people heal and to restore health and vitality.
I love that. I've been following your page ever since we met. And the funny story of how we actually met was actually really funny. So I don't know if you guys know this, but I was actually laid off from my corporate job the day before my 32nd birthday. And then, you know, a couple days later, I was hanging out by the pool, and then, you know, Jonny Juicer was there. I'm like, this guy, what the heck does this guy do? It's the middle of the day. We're hanging out by the pool. So I thought I'd just connect with him. Like, hey, what's up, man? And then that's how we actually, you know, started talking. And I'm like, he has a large Instagram following. I think you're up to like 264,000 or something insane like that.
Something like that. It's insane, man. It's unbelievable how much people, I mean, and I'll admit it, people love the dog. People love the dog, and people love animals. So as a matter of fact, I was so like grateful that the other day, Caesar Milan, the dog whisperer, posted Noah on his page and then started following us and invited us to his ranch out here. And I was like, wow, what a blessing. Like, that's amazing, you know? So this dog has been a blessing, because he's obviously been the one that's, you know, created a lot of cool opportunities for myself.
That's amazing, man. And yeah, it's, you know, one of what I wanted to talk, I guess, pick your brain on was how you started that personal brand. And it seems to me that when you actually incorporated Noah, it started to blow up a lot more. And yeah, I watch your new content now, and I'm always amused by watching it, because usually when people, when they're on social media, they're looking for 3 things. They want to be educated, inspired, or entertained. And you incorporate all of that into your Instagram page. And I'm like, damn, this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah. And you want to know what's funny is, I never thought, when I was at FedEx, I had never thought about this being a job or work. I did it because I was passionate about it. I did it because it helped heal me. My mom was able to actually, throughout my journey, heal herself, her heart disease, through a plant-based diet and juicing. So I was so passionate about it. It made our relationship stronger. And that's what it became. It just became trying to spread the word, trying to plant seeds. And it turned into a, you know, with the following coming and the engagement, it turned into a brand, and it just naturally happened, you know. And I started getting offers, deals from dog food companies, as well as like juicer companies, powder companies, all these different, you know, hey, would you like to endorse this? And throughout this whole time, the biggest thing that's important to me is my authenticity. So I can easily, there's been a lot of emails I've gotten with people with like vegan watches and all types of different stuff just because it's vegan. And I don't want my page turning into like just advertisement. You know what I mean? So I always do business with things that are in alignment with what I preach and what I talk about. So if it's like supplements that I love, like there's a company I'm working with right now that does like CBD oil and shilajit and all these different superfoods that I love. And I met the owner, and he puts a lot of integrity in his work, and I love it. I feel like it's very much in alignment. Dog food, if it's something that I feel like his dog food that he's getting that I work with, B-Dog, it's, you know, it has like 12 ingredients in it. It's all plant-based. It's, you know, so if it's in alignment, that's where it comes. I mean, so it's tough too, because sometimes there is a fine line between, you know, this is your job now. So staying authentic, and that's where the other stuff comes in: public speaking, doing events, you know, speaking at veg fests, and you know, creating your own retreats, which is something that I'm doing this year. And it's just expanding and putting all your energy into this, and that's what I ended up doing. When I first left FedEx, I didn't have answers. I just said, this feels right. I know I could do a lot more with what I'm doing. So I got my health coaching certification and started doing my personal health coaching. I started selling juices out of my house. I created like a brand label and put them on, and I started selling my juices.
True entrepreneurship right there, man.
Yeah. Started doing like some public speaking just in my area, which then turned into doing it in Chicago, like in the city. I was doing like bigger events, like hosting like 75 people. And yeah, it just turned into that. And it's like, I don't really have like an end goal. I just want to keep creating and doing as much as I can, you know?
I love that, man. It's interesting that you brought up, you know, you want to be able to do, you know, promote products and services that are congruent with your brand. Because actually what I teach my freestylers audience is I teach them 5 moves to create their freestyle lifestyle. Number 1 is to create a personal brand. 2, build a following. 3, create valuable content for your audience. 4, engage your audience. And then 5, which you just mentioned right now, is only promote products and services that are in alignment with your personal brand. And I love how you mentioned that, because it's powerful, because you don't want to compromise on your values for the sake of making money. It's just in my head. I'm like, when you said that, that's exactly what my Freestyle Lifestyle brand's all about. It's just, you want to promote products and services that, you know, are congruent with who you are as a person. If you're not gonna, you know, use it, there's no point in you know, promoting it to an audience if you're not an actual product of the product, or someone who actually uses the same products that you were recommending to other people. And that's just in my mind.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. And that's why, like, for a while it was difficult, because I only like was doing like a couple things here and there, but I would get a lot of emails, and I'd be like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to promote these shoes. I don't want to promote jewelry, you know?
It's not
and people know that, you know, like when you start doing that stuff, you know, your followers start noticing that, and it's like, unfollow, this guy's changed, you know? Yep. So it's definitely important to me to stay as authentic as I can and just keep putting out the content people want to see.
Absolutely. So what 3 pieces of advice would you give to people who want to take what they're passionate about, turn it into a personal brand like you have done, and transition from employee to entrepreneur?
Well, I would say, because a lot of people, that's funny you say that. A lot of people, I do Insta Lives like once or twice a week. And a lot of people are like, you know, how do you do this? How can I do this? And it's like, when I did it at FedEx, I was grinding. Like, I was working a full-time job, and I would still create videos without getting $1 out of it at the time. But I would do it because I loved it. So obviously, like you said, it's something you're passionate about. You got to find something that you're passionate about. And to me, it's basically finding what you're passionate about, finding a niche that is good for you, and if your living arrangement isn't great, like you have to be around people that support your dreams as well. You know, like in my case, I was living and I had a roommate. But if your living arrangement is tough and you feel like you need to leave your job, like go move in with your parents. Try to find a friend that like supports you and believes in you, that, you know, you can give them a timeline. Like, listen, I want to grind. I want to do this. I'm going to create juices. I'm going to do this. Just let me stay here for about 6 months so I can do this and manifest everything that I want to do. Also, energy, man. Putting your energy into it, all of your energy. You know, it's like I stopped going out. I stopped hanging with people that just didn't serve my purpose. You know, like to me, sitting in a house and watching TV all night and hanging with somebody like was something I used to do. I stopped doing that. And instead I started watching podcasts and YouTube videos of people that I'm learning from. You know, like all my time became valuable to me. It's not like I'm going to go out for a drink or I'm going to do this. It's like, this is my brand. This is my personal thing. It's not like I have a boss, so I'm in charge of what I can do. And we can, I'm a firm believer that we can create anything we want. If we could think it, we can achieve it for sure.
I have the same thing in common with you, man. And I personally believe that as well. I mean, like when we first connected, it was just, we clicked instantly because we had the same mindset or similar mindsets.
Yeah. And it's very difficult to get out of this way because we're so conditioned from a child, from our parents, that, you know, we have to go to school, we have to go to college, we have to go get this job and make a lot of money so we can have a family and there's your life, you know. But it's like, we are limitless, man. You know, we can do anything we want. We can create anything we want. That is not the way. I mean, we're here to learn. We're here to experience life, and working for somebody else's dream, it's you need to do it yourself. You know, and we could. And what I found was what helped me was the diet, because if I didn't change my diet, if I didn't stop partying, if I didn't stop taking medication, I wouldn't have gained the clarity, the mental clarity and empowerment to do what I do now. You know what I mean? If I didn't have this diet, I feel like I wouldn't be able to do what I do now.
That's insane, man. Yeah, I personally believe that health should come first, because
health's our greatest wealth, man. You got to be healthy, you know?
I mean, like if I don't have my health, I can't take care of my family. I can't build my business. I can't support other people or inspire other people.
Exactly.
It's
like they say on the plane, man. If you can't, you got to put your mask on yourself first before you can put it on somebody else, you know?
Exactly. It sounds selfish, and it's to some people's minds, but at the same time, it makes sense, because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else.
Right. If I didn't take care of myself, I wouldn't be able to post daily. I wouldn't be juicing daily. I wouldn't be able to give people the hope they need, or the recipes they might need, or any type of inspiration they get from my videos. You know, I wouldn't be able to do that. So it'd be taken away from me, and it'd be self-destructing again, back to the lifestyle I used to have. So that's what motivates me to stay on this as well.
Yeah, man. I love that. I love your passion, man.
Thank you, man.
You gotta bring Noah on here real quick before we close this out, man.
Yeah, let me get him. Hold on. He's running all around.
All right.
So here's the real star of the show. This is who they all care about.
What's up, Noah? You have more followers than I do. How did you do it?
You say hi? You know what's so funny too, man, is I was just with friends in, like you said, Venice the other day, and they were watching his page because they asked what we're doing for his birthday, because he's going to be 5 in January. And I said, we're going to throw a big party for him.
I'll come out to that.
Yeah, for sure. And they looked at last year's birthday, and they couldn't believe his 4th birthday. He had a big 4 balloon. He had presents everywhere. He had a cake. I mean, this guy is spoiled. And he had 800 and something comments from people just saying happy birthday. It was incredible. It's like a dog. Like he's not even going to respond. But yeah, man, this guy's just a blessing.
That's just the power of a personal brand. You can brand, yourself. You can brand your dog. That's just insane of how, quickly people can actually connect through a personal brand. It's crazy these days. Yeah, and that's what I like to teach people. It's like you have to create a personal brand for you these days in order for you to stand out in the marketplace.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, man. Well, Jonny, I want to acknowledge you for all of the hard work that you do, bringing awareness to the foods that we eat and inspiring people to live a healthy lifestyle. You're making such a huge impact on other people's lives, and I can see it through the feedback that you get through your Instagram account, man. It's a blessing to be connected with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit you up for some juicing recipes because I want to start to get into the juicing too, and I want to start to put my health first. I work out a lot, but I know one thing that I'm missing out is knowing what foods to eat, what to try, what foods to avoid. That's something that I'm gonna have to pick your brain on later.
Yeah, and this is the thing, man. I never preach because I'm vegan and I'm raw, but I never tell somebody you need to go vegan and you need to do this. But what I will tell you is this: no matter where your diet's at, a juicer is one of the most powerful tools in modern technology because you can throw so many greens and vegetables in that you wouldn't eat on a day-to-day basis, and then just maybe like an apple, and it will sweeten it so it's perfect, strips the fiber, and you're getting like these high concentrated vegetables that you wouldn't get on a day-to-day basis. So I drink a 32-ounce juice, which has 15 servings of raw vegetables. So no matter what you're eating throughout the day, at least you're getting that life force energy from the plants, man. I mean, it's powerful. It's powerful stuff. Trust me, I'm Italian and I used to eat pasta and cheese and I mean, everything, fast food. And this just started restoring all my health and vitality. And it's incredible. I think juicing should be in everybody's house, no matter where your diet's at.
No, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I just wanted to I have a gift for you, man. So actually, I don't know if you know that I do videography. So I want to offer you my videography services at 50% off my normal rates so I can capture your freestyle and actually, bring more awareness to what you're passionate about. Because I'm all about empowering other people to share what they're passionate about so they can help make an impact in the world. I know myself, I'm a connector. So I connect with other people and I'm passionate about sharing other people's passions with the world. That's what my brand's all about. And that's what my Freestyle Your Lifestyle brand is all about. And yeah, man, I'd love to create a video for you that you can use for your marketing. And yeah, we'll talk about that offline, but
yeah. I love it, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So there you have it, guys. I hope that this interview with Jonny Juicer has been valuable for you guys. If you guys get value from it, make sure you share this out. Share it out to other people who want to live a healthier lifestyle or people who want to learn how to transition from making that transition from employee to entrepreneur. Because Jonny, your story is freaking powerful, man.
Thank you, man.
And I want to make sure that everybody that we're connected to gets this information. It's just a really powerful way for us to be able to live, actually. And Jonny, where can people find you online?
They could find me at www.jonnyjuicer.com or Instagram, Jonny_juicer. My website, though, you can find everything, but Instagram's like my main hub.
Yeah, man. Okay, so again, guys, that's JonnyJuicer.com to get connected with Jonny. And final question for you, man. What does a freestyle lifestyle mean to you?
Doing exactly what you're passionate about and living the way you want to live. That's what I feel freestyle, just like freestyle rap, man, just freestyle. Yeah. That's how I want to live. I want to be here. I want to do this. Do it on my terms. I don't want to go punch a clock, right? You want to create the life that you want to live.
Love it, man. That's exactly what my freestyle lifestyle is about too. And it's crazy because, I am hopping on a plane to go to Vegas today, and you're going to Vegas later on this week. And we're literally living our freestyle lifestyles just by sharing your passion with the world.
Yeah, for sure, man. It comes back.
It does. Well, there you have it, guys. I hope you guys get value from this. And I usually end all of my content like this, Jonny. So till next time, guys, freestyle your lifestyle. Peace.